So, Merab Dvalishvili is worrying me. I was unaware that he did previously mention that he has been facing some pre-fight injuries leading up to this fight. He has not disclosed what they are specifically, but he has talked about them, and he says he's going to reveal them after the fight. But he says he's good to go, and he doesn't want to worry people. I'm worried. I'm even more so worried because he's not letting us know what it specifically is. If you don't remember, Merab split like his eyebrow open, or like the side of his, I forgot what it was, around the eye area. He split something open, leading up to UFC Noche, and he was able to get it stitched up. He videotaped it getting open, and that was viewed as a stupid idea by Dana White and other people because it kind of shows your opponent a weakness or an area he could go to. But Merab had no problems. He healed from it quick and went on to dominate Sugar Sean O'Malley. So at least Merab has a track record of getting injured before fights or having like these small, not really small, but yeah, getting injured before fights and coming into the fight and still winning it. So because Merab has the track record of like I said, maintaining injuries and still going on to win fights, I'm not extremely worried about this mentioning of an apparent injury, but I'm still worried because Merab has this mentality where it's like a dog, and not in a bad way, in a good way. His drive is like nonstop, where it's like he'll get hurt and he'll just kind of ignore it, but at some point your body's gonna force you to acknowledge it. So I really hope that's not during this fight, and that Merab's able to dominate like he always does, because I'm choosing Merab to win, and I want to be right. I don't hate Umar. I have nothing against Umar Nurmagomedov. I like the Khabib family. I like the whole Dagestani thing. I do, however, like the Georgian thing more, especially between Merab, Ilia Topuria, and his brother, and other Georgian fighters. Not just because they're Christian and the Christian Muslim thing, but it was cool. It's cool watching them, and it's a new budding type of fan base and group and team that probably will soon rival that of the Dagestani team and fan base. So I look forward to seeing that. It's like the whole MMA UFC plot armor thing. But yeah, Merab has sustained injuries and he's still going to the fight. However, it is also apparent that Umar is also, I guess, facing some injury, but that one is not as blatant as Merab's, but it's kind of been, rumored that Umar's also has a little bit of pre-fight injury. So we got two injured fighters going into this fight, and I think it makes it all the more interesting. But nonetheless, I'm still sticking with my decision of Merab pulling out the win via decision, especially in the later rounds. I predict that he dominates Umar in the later rounds because I think he's going to be able to get Umar tired and just walk all over him, especially in rounds 3, 4, and 5, like Merab's coach said not too long ago. But I said it as soon as the fight was made, that Merab's cardio and his pace are going to be able to overshadow that of Umar's. Again, don't get me wrong, Umar is highly talented. He's a Nurmagomedov. He is Khabib's blood family. And he's got the Dagestani grappling and striking and everything. He's well-rounded. He's got it going for himself, But a lot of Merab's opponents had it going for themselves. A lot of Merab's opponents were extremely talented. Peter Yan, Jose Aldo, Henry Cejudo, like huge UFC names who all have been former champions. And Merab was able to just mow through them all with ridiculous pace and ridiculous cardio. I have no doubt he does the same to Umar. It'll shock the world. It'll shock a lot of Camp Khabib fans, because there are a ton of them, and Umar is the favorite. And a lot of people are just kind of overlooking Merab. So yeah, I think Merab shocks the world, man. And it's crazy to say that because he's the champ. It's Umar who's challenging, but like I said, Umar's got all this hype because he is a Nurmagomedov. He is Khabib's blood. And that comes with a lot of expectation. So Umar's got a lot of pressure, obviously. So does Merab, because Merab has to defend his title. But yeah, like I said, because both fighters are injured, I'm not worried as much. Or both fighters are apparently injured. I'm not really worried, because they're just kind of, it kind of just levels out the playing field, and it's now as if no fighters are injured. But yeah, I got Merab. I'm sticking with Merab. We got like 3 or 4 days left to fight night. I'll be going live on YouTube for it. I hope all of you guys can come and attend and watch the fight with me on my stream. And it'll be a fun sight to see. These are two highly competitive fights that will likely go the full 5 rounds. And it'll be a ton of grappling. It'll be probably 30 to 40% striking, but still a ton of grappling. And for both fights, for the Merab Umar fight and for the Arman and Islam fight, same shit. It'll be really fun to watch. It'll go down to the wire, and for this fight, for those 2 fights, I am going with and still. Merab still being bantamweight champ, and Islam still being lightweight champ. But overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next.